I would love to spend money in Etheria restart, but the game won't let me. Okay, listen. I'm sitting at like 18,000 crystals, there's 120 pulls. In 3 weeks when the RGB banner drops, I'm gonna be like at 250 probably, right? And my union mates are in the same boat, right? Currently they're sitting at like 270 pulls, some of them have 30,000 crystals. How do you expect the players who want to support your game, how do you expect them to pay for summoning packs when we have plenty of resources? Now, don't get me wrong, Ryan. Being really generous is a great thing. The issue I'm having here is you are not giving us an outlet for these pulls. Is there a reason, right, why Lilium doesn't have a rerun banner of a random SSR? If you look into the summoning pool, right, I have 90% of this roster and I don't want to run into dupes. So I'm not going to pull. I already have Lily, Shadow Sonya, I have all of these, right? I'm missing maybe 4-5 characters that I would love to have. Why would I pull on permanent banner to get dupes? We either need faster releases or actual rerun banners, which is in my opinion good for the game because it gives players options to attain certain units that will help them in PvE, for example, right? As I said, a Chloros, I would instantly pull him. I would love to have Shiada as well for unrelated reasons. And you might say, oh dude, why are you so upset that you can't like buy anything in the game, right? Etheria Restart went from 7 million revenue down to 2 million this month, okay? Now, before you panic, these numbers are mobile only. A lot of us are on PC and a lot of us go to Etheria's own store because there's a discount on there. And it's cheap because you don't have to pay the Apple markup, right? But there's no reason why a big game like Etheria Restart is making less money than smaller games like Silver and Blood, for example, who made 7 million this month, okay? And if you've played Silver and Blood, it's a great game, right? I love it. But the player base is so small, I cannot find any good guides. It was really hard for me to find like tier lists of the characters I was pulling, right? Because it just doesn't have so much traffic. So how does a smaller player base make a lot more than Etheria Restart that gets so many content creators making videos every single day, right? It's because they know how to monetize. Silver and Blood is generous as hell as well. The rates are really good. I think it's around 3-4%. But they have so many banners, they incentivize you to spend, right? And I feel like Etheria Restart needs to grow some balls and give us like more gem options in the weekly shop. Why is there no like 600 gems for 10 lattice fragments, shit like that, right? Because I want to support the game. Like more money in Etheria's pocket means better events, better skins, more character releases maybe. What I would love to see in this game is have the recolors be purchasable for gems, right? Have better gem purchases in the weekly shop, like maybe lattice fragments, right? Gives us more incentives to refresh our stamina with like, I don't know, you can do quest lines, you can do events like Summoner's War where like clear Aurora 30 times and you get like 2 LD pulls, fuck, I don't know. I would also love to have rerun banners of random characters every week, every 2 weeks, fuck, I don't know. There's just so many ways. And before you say, bro, you just need to refresh. Bro, I am refreshing. I have a pretty decent Lilium, right? I have her on speed, I have her on tanky with Bloodbath. I have Yelly, she's decked out, right? My shell rolls are good. I have a Lily that is around 340 speed, which is not the fastest, I might say, but it still is faster than a lot of you guys. I have all of these characters built. Me refreshing 10 times a day is the craziest diminishing return that I can do, and like I personally feel like it's not even worth it for me anymore. Please, like, we need incentives to refresh. What's $1 million if you're in jail, right? Like I there's nothing, I can't spend this on anything. And this is the first time I will ever say that in the game, but like, if people are sitting on 30,000 crystals, how do you expect them to throw money at your game? And before you say it's a player-based issue, please see a doctor for your baseball-sized dent in your head, okay? I added 100 people since the last meme event, so I can clear it easier, and that was 3 to 4 weeks ago, right? Let's see how many people haven't logged in for more than 3 days, okay? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's 12 people out of 100. That's an insane retention rate over almost a month's period, right? Which is like that's around half of this game's lifespan. Okay, if it was like maybe 40 out of 100 people quitting, yeah, maybe that's concerning, but you guys make it sound like the player base went down by like 80%, right? This is so stupid. This game is not going to EOS, but like, what the fuck are these? Why would I need any of these? Why would I need an SSR that's probably gonna be a dupe, right? Let's look into the weekly packs. Like, what are those? Like, help me blow my load. I'm more than willing to spend in your game, but why would I pay $100 for a guaranteed SSR when I have hundreds of pulls just sitting there, right? It shouldn't be this hard, man.